What if I told you that Kanye West's life was pre-told by the 1988 classic anime film Akira? Okay, maybe it wasn't, but he was really influenced by it. Ayo guys, I know anime fans don't like the idea that anime is getting too popular and going mainstream, but hey, now thanks to that, we get some cool collabs out of it. Jesus Christ, Naruto has been hoed out to like every clothing brand. But we even got rappers openly rapping about their love for anime and dropping references in their songs.
Killer hit list for that death note. Autograph by Justin Bieber, the future like HR Giga, left hollow like Ichigo, Grim Reapers and Soul Eaters.
You even see movie and TV actors sharing the love for it too, so shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis for being a big time One Piece fan, and hopefully the Netflix One Piece show does the show justice enough for them to cover the Drum Island arc and JLC can play Dr. Kureha. She's a big time Chopper fan, and I know that she wants to play Robin, but she has admitted that she's a little older now, so she would probably play Dr. Kureha instead. But this is hoping that the One Piece Netflix show does good, but you know, they don't have the best track record and they messed up Cowboy Bebop that should have been awesome as a live action. They also fucked up Death Note, and then they're gonna try it again with the Duffer Brothers, so here's hoping that that actually does good. And bring back Willem Dafoe as Ryuk, because he was the only good thing about that live action Death Note from Netflix. And I see the boy Taika too. I see that Luffy bounty sweater. You can't blur that big old smile. I know who that is. Us One Piece fans are out here, and there are so much more, but one of the biggest artists in the world has always been a fan of a certain movie and heavily influenced by it. And yes, you read the title of the video, and it is the voice of the goddamn generation, Kanye West.
I don't need anyone telling me play on words. I'm a motherfucking lyrical wordsmith, motherfucking genius.
Mr. West has big time love for Akira. When Kanye West tweets, it is heard around the world. This year during the Super Bowl, the biggest news out of that wasn't who the winner was, it was Kanye West, because he was wilding out on Instagram. He even showed up to the Super Bowl with his kids and even came out in a commercial.
Hey, can I get a...
Kanye West is someone that occasionally will share what's on his mind, and then he overshares and shares a lot. And one of the tweets that could have been swallowed by the man is that he thinks that Akira is the best anime film of all time. Yo, Mojo.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But
Akira.
they had one of the best videos of all time.
Akira is one of the best anime films for sure, but is it my favorite? It's up there. I think my favorite is End of Evangelion, but I know you can't really watch that as a standalone film, so if we go off of that, then yes, Akira might be my favorite standalone anime movie, up there with Princess Mononoke. Akira stands the test of time with its animation. It's amazing, it's still so good and buttery, I love watching it in motion, and it's an icon in the world of anime. And it isn't only with animation alone, the story explores so many themes and symbolism: the fear of nuclear warfare, the crazy rebellious youth, a militant government, religion, egos, drug use, and so much more that this could be a whole topic for another video. And Akira was one of the first big anime films to come to the West in 1989 and popularize anime worldwide. And in 1989, Kanye was or about to be 12 years old, and this movie is so good, so obviously it became a core memory for him and most likely a new obsession. Because I remember being 12 and being obsessed with trying to go Super Saiyan and wanting Android 18 to be my girlfriend. You know, when you're 12, you just have the most wildest imaginations, and this is why I am the way I am today. So like a broken record, we know that Akira has inspired Kanye West's career with his music, his fashion, his art, and probably way much more. But I'm here to say that Akira didn't just influence his career, but it has influenced his life. He is living Akira in his real life. I'm gonna say that Kanye is Tetsuo in the movie. For the most part, he's also Kaneda. He's both characters, but he's mainly Tetsuo. In the beginning of Kanye's career, he was an outsider in the world of rapping and hip-hop. Studios did not take him serious yet, and they only saw him as a producer. But Kanye wanted to be part of the cool kids. He wanted to become a rapper. He saw himself as one, just like how Tetsuo wanted to be cool, just like Kaneda in the movie. And no, this isn't reaching. This is very important for Kanye's character arc. In 2002, Kanye was in a vehicle-related accident that will lead him to the hospital, nearly dying, similar to how Tetsuo first confronts the first Esper in the movie and would also be taken to the hospital, and their lives would change forever after this event. Kanye would eventually go on to write Through the Wire, which was the lead single to his first studio album, The College Dropout, whose overall theme was to make your own decisions, don't let society tell you this is what you have to do, which is a theme closely shared with the whole biker gang in Akira, just a rebellious youth that does not want to do what society tells them to do. They don't even want to go to school which probably influenced Kanye while he watched Akira, and he put that influence in his first album. And The College Dropout was a wild success for Kanye West and the kickstart of his iconic rapping career. And just like Kanye, Tetsuo would wake up from the hospital with newfound powers. And Mr. West recently revealed that Akira is his biggest creative inspiration in his arts. You can see it in his love for Japanese art and its fashion taste. Kanye is basically Kaneda now. Look at this outfit, they're the same. Kanye West is finally part of the cool kids, just like Tetsuo, with his rise in power thanks to becoming a full-time rapper. But it doesn't end there, because on his third studio album, Graduation, he shows his major love for Japanese art with a collaborative album cover with Takeshi Murakami, and then we get Stronger, the big hit single off of Graduation, which holds the biggest references to Akira. And while I researched the lyrics for Stronger, there isn't anything that really holds any big references to Akira. Unless someone does find those references, please do post that in the comments down below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like the video to help me out. Thanks for that. And even though the lyrics don't show any Akira references, but if we turn over to the music video, that's where we see all the references pop. The music video has a lot of references to just bike gangs. We also get to see a Japanese riot, similar to how the movie has a Japanese riot that goes against the government. And then we have obviously Kanye as Tetsuo. A majority of the music video for Stronger looks like a lot of the scenes were ripped straight out of the film. But not only that, there's also behind the scenes pictures of Kanye wearing a whole red outfit similar to how Kaneda does in the film, and you can also see the Kaneda motorcycle behind him in the very same picture. So it makes you wonder how much more Akira influence was cut out of the music video, because for some reason they worked really long on this music video, and maybe it was supposed to have even more Akira references in there, but they had to cut it out, maybe because of copyright issues, or maybe, just maybe, anime just wasn't that cool to show that all off at the time. And now you must be thinking, you've made some good points, Dinky, but I'm not convinced yet. That just seems like some coincidences. And yes, Kanye loves Akira. Why wouldn't he? Akira is one of the biggest films of all time, and it's iconic with its art style, so of course he would implement some of it with his art. But we're not done yet, because eventually Kanye would become the villain. But don't get it twisted, I'm not here to villainize Kanye. He is definitely a polarizing celebrity. He has his ups and his downs, and recently we have seen some of the down moments. We all know that Mr. West has some issues, to put it lightly. Kanye would reveal that he suffers from bipolarism, and while he was trying to get help in the hospital, he was suffering from a drug abuse too.
I was drugged the fuck out, bro. I was drugged out. I was on opioids. 2 days after I got off of opioids, and I was addicted to opioids, 2 days I got off of opioids, I'm in the hospital.
He has gone through some very public outlashes of speaking his mind and sharing his opinions, and just not properly sharing his opinions in the best way possible, or just sharing the wrong opinion. I'm not here to defend the guy, but he has made enemies from a bunch of different communities because of the things that he said, and up to recently has turned on some of his closest friends. And it all ties with Akira. In Akira, you see Tetsuo become the villain of the movie. Tetsuo quickly finds with his newfound powers that he's become erratic. He can't think straight, so he starts to bury himself with pills because those are the only things that could keep him stable, and quickly becomes public enemy number 1 against the government and turns on his friends. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? And sure, Kanye did not turn against the government, but he wanted to take his hand in becoming the government, as he wanted to become president. I'm telling you that Kanye is Tetsuo, or trying to be Tetsuo, because during the Yeezus era, it was a rebirth similar to the end of Akira, where, spoilers by the way, and even if it is spoilers, I think it's still speculation on the meaning of the end of Akira, but Tetsuo, I think, pretty much transcends his human form and becomes a god. And what does Kanye think he is?
I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
I'm telling you that Kanye loves Akira more than just an inspiration, he is living it. And up to most recently, Kanye had to defend his actions because he was accused of stealing his Akira books back from his home. And I don't want to comment on the whole scandal with his open divorce with his ex-wife, but it really makes you think about those books. Were those like the first prints signed by Katsuhiro Otomo? Because Kanye West has met and has something of a relationship with him, and he's even gifted him some Yeezys, which is pretty cool. So there's got to be something special with the books Kanye took back because they must be irreplaceable. And I mean, we don't know what else he took back from his home, but if it was just the Akira books and it was the only thing that he wanted to take back from the millions of things that he has and owns that are probably worth even more than those books, it speaks volumes on how much sentimental value he puts on the Akira volumes. It's not even just books to him anymore, it's a Bible because he's living it. It's the Bible of his life. I know that it might be a stretch to say that Kanye is actively attempting to live out his life just like Akira, but I mean his tweets kind of help the cause that he is trying. But it's just wild to see that one of our most polarizing celebrities with Kanye shows big time love to an anime by backing it as one of the best anime movies, or just movies in general, as one of the best of all time with Akira, and wilder to see that how similar you can compare the actual life of a person to the movie. And like I said earlier, I'm not trying to villainize Kanye or take light of the situation with his whole breakdowns and meltdowns. I do hope that Kanye gets the help that he needs and surrounds himself with people that will just help him out when he's down, you know? And hopefully you guys enjoy this. I know probably a lot of Kanye West fans know about Kanye's love for Akira, but maybe not a lot of anime fans know about it, so I thought let's have fun with this topic. Kanye West is always an interesting dude to talk about, and it's cool that I can mix him in with my anime videos. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it, by the way. Are you a Kanye West fan or an Akira fan? I know Kanye has said and done some things that can turn a lot of people away, but his music is legendary. And if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit the like button to help me out, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe button so it can make me stronger, so I need you right now, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, I appreciate you. I am Dinky.